Do, 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 do. What's up, Johnny? I see you. Okay, here we go. So the 42-minute mark, this is where it kind of starts where they talk about Tyler Perry. Now, I want to say this. I agree with their sentiment because I do feel like, and I've told you guys this before, I feel like if Tyler Perry just comes out and say what it is, it would go ahead and dead a lot of this. I feel like a lot of these men are using this to extort Tyler Perry for money. I still stand on that. Now, am I excusing Tyler Perry's behavior and the things that he has done? No, I am not excusing that at all. However, those are allegations for the time being. If it comes out proven that Tyler Perry is this big freak creep, I will definitely come out and apologize to the victims. But for right now, I think a lot of these people are using this to extort Tyler Perry because they know he don't want his secret out, even though the closet is made of glass. But here we go.
Regardless of what the law ends up saying, this could end up being a win for him because this could end up being the freedom that he's never had to live his truth, whether he wants to or not. If it's his truth, we don't know that it's his truth, but based on what's going to come out, he's going to have to be deposed. They're going to pull and subpoena text messages from him and all types of stuff. So I could see Tyler very much going to his grave, if in fact he is gay, going to his grave, never ever admitting it. But this may be the case that liberates him.
Let me tell you.
That's crazy thinking about that. Like, oh, damn. I'm going to say it. Luther Vandross, right? Luther Vandross went his whole life without us knowing anything. Now, people speculated, but we never seen him with a man or anything like that, right? But Luther Vandross, just imagine, would he have been happier if he did live his life the way he wanted to and wasn't hiding anything,
Preach on it, because as I was getting dressed this morning, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, well, how am I going to do this story? I don't want to do it, but it's in the news. This is hot topics. And really, I know people are going to say, well, you don't have to do it. Well, this is what we do. This could end up being very freeing for Tyler. Take the shackles off. Tyler,
take them off.
Take him off. If you're gay, come on, just say it. It's a public love. People love you. If you say whatever, if you made a mistake and whatever, just say it. And people will not, because it wasn't like you did do our thing. And you could end up helping more people, especially more young men, Black boys, yes, then you even realize that going through this behavior, going through things like this, and even, look, maybe none of it is true. I'm just saying, if even part of it is, just do it.
I don't think if Tyler Perry was to come out publicly, I don't think that changes anything for anybody, because it's not like, it wouldn't be a shocker. So it would just kind of be like, oh, okay, all right. And then we just move on with life. I don't think this would help so many different Black men, and maybe him telling a story about why he never wanted to come out and stuff maybe that would be a story to tell. But yeah, I don't think it changes anything. I think more or less a couple of things. One, I think Tyler should, so all of this shit with the bullshit and the lawsuits can stop. And then two, I think for his sake, just so that he doesn't have to keep on with this bullshit and keep going through everything that he's going through, I think that would more likely, it would help him.
I got you. I don't know, that doesn't mean anything.
Yes,
but
we got you. I don't know yet. I got you too. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And not that we're going to excuse the other, whatever it is, but the truth will make you free. That's what I'm feeling here.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the sentiment too, that it sounds like that could be the sentiment his lawyers were insinuating, that this was some form of perhaps an extortion or so forth, because they know how private of a matter this is. Mm-hmm. And likely said, hey, we won't come out, we won't be public if you pay up this amount of money. Otherwise, we're going to tell the world who you really are.
Because they're trying to shame him, right?
That's important, because before anybody files a lawsuit, they always, well, typically you send a demand letter basically saying like, hey, if you don't do this, then I'm going public. Now, what Derek was probably asking for, if they filed a lawsuit for 260 million, they probably asked in that demand letter for an astronomical amount. And Tyler Perry said, F that, you're going to have to see me in court. I believe if Derek would have came out with something reasonable, like say maybe like $1 million or $2 million, I think we would have never known about this. Whoa, I just thought about that right now, y'all. If Derek Dixon probably would have came to him with something, reasonable, do we think that he still would have filed a lawsuit? That's something to think about. Y'all, this just literally hit me right now. I don't think we would even be hearing about this if Derek Dixon just asked for 1 to 2 million. Him asking for 260 million, and even if it comes out true that Tyler Perry was sexually harassing this man, that is a lot of money. Like, you want him to give away like 1/4 of his fortune just because this situation. And again, it feels like there's more to it, but I want Tyler Perry to release his text messages. I want him to release his text messages because I bet you if Tyler Perry releases his text messages, this case would go away. I feel like Tyler probably doesn't want to release his side of the text messages showing that it was a mutual, because then it would admit to him being gay.
And they think it's gonna, whatever. And if he just comes out and does it and he says, I'm not shamed, and
he wins.
Whatever, he wins.
Mm-hmm.
He wins. He wins. I'm just saying. So yeah. As some other things, let me see. I just want to make sure that I have gotten through everything. Simone, I love that you're here.
Thank you for having me. Y'all, I'm in the airport.
Shout out to the Tyler Perry fans. Bama Girl said, this better not mess up my shows. What's your favorite Tyler Perry show, Bama Girl?
That's why my little signals.
Oh my God. I do live shows and stuff in the airport all the time. Are you in one of those little booths?
Yes.
In the lounge. Okay. Can we talk about, I want to talk about.
That was basically it right there. But I wanted to play that clip for you guys because it had me thinking for a minute. Like, if Tyler Perry, if he just comes out with his truth and he just deads all of this, then nobody will have anything over him and he can live his life like he wants to. But then there's the other side of this. I think Tyler Perry is still worried about his fan base, but I feel like his fan base wouldn't care. I feel like people talk shit about Tyler Perry anyway, just because of who he is and him being a celebrity. I don't feel like if he comes out and says like I'm gay, it would change anything. I think more people be like, oh, okay, well, it is what it is. And here's the thing. People who wouldn't accept you, do you want them to support you? Y'all know what I mean? If there's somebody who doesn't support your lifestyle or the way you get down, do you really want them being your support system? Do you really want them around you? Do you want them supporting you? Like, you're just willing to take money from anybody just because? Like, you shouldn't. Right, go say it, child. They know. I told you, the closet with glass doors. Like, just be you, be who you are. But there's a, should I say this? I'm going to say it because if I ask y'all if I should say it, y'all going to say no. So, oh, those are your shows right there? Okay. You know, I like Beauty in Black. I liked it. I really like Beauty in Black. The other ones, I haven't really given them a chance. But Beauty in Black, that nasty, raunchy, listen, I don't want to get off topic, but this is what I'll say. There's a YouTuber on here who's open about their sexuality, right? But when they started getting like a new audience from like the Diddy crowd and stuff like that, they more or less try to portray themselves as a straight man because they didn't want people to know his sexuality or anything like that. So he tried to put on this masculine persona. And it's all like, you a queen. Everybody know how you get down. Everybody know who you are. Like, why are you being like, but he even felt like, okay, I have to keep up this like masculine straight persona because I don't want to lose my new fan base that I got. But like this YouTuber plays music and stuff like that during their live streams, and the way they be dancing, I'm all like, oh no, they know you a big queen. Because he be like this, y'all. It's not like the little, like a little big. So I'm like, oh shit, my see, that's what I get for talking shit because my internet just went out. It's not like he doing a little big head bounce or something like that. He'd be like, and doing all this when he dancing and shit. You're like, what am I watching? Like this YouTuber does that when he dances and stuff like that. And so I'm all like, no, they know you a queen. Like you ain't gotta pretend like you not. And I'm not gonna tell you who it is. Y'all, if you know, but I'm all like, no, they know who you are. Like, you ain't fooling nobody. But even him, as somebody who is in the community, feels like they can't be themselves because they got this new audience from the Diddy trial, and so they have to pretend to be straight. Like, then maybe it's not okay for that person to come out, or Tyler Perry to come out. No, that person I was talking about, they already out. Listen, y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say a name because that's going to get that person so excited. I'm not going to say the name. I think Lorinda knows who I'm talking about. That they be and doing all that while what are you doing? Ew. Gross. Disgusting. Ew. I'm glad I don't have a ratchet platform like that. Maybe I do. But anyway, I'm doing all that. Let's go ahead and pull up this interview that the Hollywood Reporter did.